I see this question all the time. People are always asking, is this gonna grow my business? Is this something I should be doing right now? When's the right time? What's the right amount of revenue? Do I really need it? What's the difference it's really gonna make? All these questions all come from this one very simple topic. When is the right time to hire someone in the office, or do I need someone in the office? And if you have found yourself wondering about, like, do I need some kind of office help, assistant, manager, something of the sort, this is the right video for you. Especially the last part of this, because it's such a powerful thing that I knew this going into opening our second location, and it allowed us to go really, really fast and grow really, really well, and so much better than it did the first time, knowing what I know now. And that's for sure like what we're really gonna hit on the very end of this video. But in the meat of this, I wanna get into some of those questions you may be using as a judge. So if you're running your company and you're getting started, and I get that at first it might not make sense because you don't have enough money, you're just trying to get yourself paid, okay? But there's a tipping point to all of this as you start to hire employees and you start to grow, and you start to hire employees and you start to grow. And as you're moving forward, do you ever start to see, wow, the phone is ringing so much and I can't actually get back to these people in a timely manner? Are you slowly becoming the person that is well known in the contractor industry, that doesn't answer their phone till the end of the day, doesn't answer their phone till they're, off the job and now back at home or late at nights? Or are you only the person that can do this stuff or help out people on weekends or off hours because there's just not enough of you to go around? That's kind of the first priming question for this. Are you starting to feel like you just can't get enough done because you're so busy doing the things, doing the work, that you are starting to feel like maybe we're letting people down? I'm not keeping people as thoroughly informed as they could be. I'm not having that communication that I really intended to have with my company, which inevitably will lead to you growing your company faster, because communication is one of those huge things that if you ask why someone was unsatisfied with a company, usually one of the main reasons is always going to be somewhere around communication. So with the question being, do I need someone in the office? This is really, really hard to answer question. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story before I get into my final, most powerful point of this thing. And the story is, I have listened to people that have $1 million in sales say I haven't hired someone yet. I've listened to people say I have $500,000 in sales when I hired someone. And luckily, I decided that we needed help and that it only made sense when we only had a couple $100,000 in sales. Or it might not even have been we even had the couple $100,000 in sales yet. I knew the direction we were trending, and I knew that there needed to be someone in those shoes to help us grow. With that being said, the story of listening to all these different stories, I've heard someone say that they had $2 million in sales and they still really didn't have any office help. And so with all this being said, having that person in the office it's really got to become, is that a part of the plan? What are you trying to build? Are you going to try to keep growing and growing and growing and building and building and building and growing and growing? And if so, it's inevitable if it's going to happen. It's just, when is it going to happen? And the sooner it can happen, probably the sooner you're going to be able to expand your company even more. Now, with all that being said, the really powerful point that I keep saying, I'm going to say at the end, that I think everybody needs to hear, is not hiring someone in the office, to me, my opinion, is probably one of the biggest reasons that landscaping companies, lawn care companies, a lot of companies just don't grow that fast or just completely plateau. So if you don't want that to happen, yeah, I think that it's super important for you. I think you should do it. But you have to be planning for sustained growth. You're planning to continue growing because you're going to fill out that position. Because all the things that happen when you don't have that person, all those calls that can't be answered, all those things that can't be managed, you're focusing on getting the work done. You're focusing on managing crews and people. And every time that phone rings, that's new work for your company. How much work are you losing out on? How much potential to grow are you losing out on? What you see people saying, well, I can't afford someone in the office. I can't afford the help. But can you really afford, if you're planning to grow, to not have someone that is also on your team allowing you to grow your company faster? When I said here in Florida, the second location, it was probably one of the best things is we knew right going in that we immediately were going to need someone. You know, within weeks of starting up, we're going to need someone in office position to help us grow and help us facilitate that communication that we know is so lacking in our industry. And that's what's taken us from starting out from zero to within the first 12 months having an over $100,000 month, because we're able to handle that influx of calls. We're able to handle organizing these people. And then when there's people, that's what happens if you don't have anyone to help you. You'll have people coming in, you'll have people in process, you'll have people that there's been some kind of issue and you need to fix. And if you don't have any help at all, keeping that all straight and keeping that all moving in the right direction can be nearly impossible. If you want to grow fast, it is almost guaranteed to be impossible. So I think that you should look at, if you're wanting to grow, how do I have my first person in the office? What are they going to facilitate? What are the things that I need? Is it just answering the phone? Do I need them to know something about Excel? Where could they maybe shine where I don't shine as bright so I can grow my company faster? For me, it's what helped us grow our company much faster than I would have ever imagined. And it has been monumental to me, not just having another one-man show, two-man show, small lawn care company. Not that that's bad at all, but I knew going in, like I said, I had a plan that I wanted to expand and I wanted to grow and I wanted to continue creating opportunity, continue creating locations, continue just doing more and more, because that's what I like to do. So if this video has helped you out, leave it in the comments. If you're on the edge about hiring an office person, leave it in the comments. If you have an office person, tell me, how big of a difference has it made in your company?